All right, we're back. I'm sick of doing the intro.
Yeah, no more intro.
No more intro. We're just off to the races, dude. You know what time it is.
Yeah, we already got our topics loaded. This is just another good old-fashioned cast.
Yeah, dude. You know what time it is. Copper Valhalla time.
Yeah.
Nick and Tyler back at it.
Just dwelling in the paradise of metals.
Yeah, dude. Here we are. We just got done doing a kind of brutal mic.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's I don't know. There's pros and cons to doing jokes in front of all comics. Mostly cons. I don't enjoy it.
I didn't like the notes, man.
No.
Oh, I should have said no, but I didn't want to seem like a dickhead.
I'll take notes from some people.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, in that room tonight, I wasn't like, flood me with notes, everybody. Yeah. Like, no.
Just give me notes. Just going into the delete file.
Yeah.
Delete.
There's like 2 people I care to get notes from in there, maybe.
Dude, it makes me upset, man.
Getting notes from people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, like, pisses me off.
Well, when you're, like... Yeah, when you're surrounded by open micers, you're not getting a ton of great ideas about anything.
Hey, that was shit. Here's some more shit.
Yeah. What if you made that shitty joke shittier?
Yeah.
I don't care, dude.
It's going like from a fucking skunk to a toilet.
Yeah, dude. It's like putting a skunk in a toilet.
Yeah.
Trying to flush a skunk. And then you just flood it.
That's how I felt last night, man. After donating plasma.
Oh, yeah. You've been...
Fucked me up.
You've been healing the world.
That's not why I do it, man. I need money.
I need cold, hard cash.
Oh, man. Dude, I went in there, got a 2-hour-long screening, and they kept telling me, they're like, we're going to do a physical. And the entire 2 hours before the physical, I was like, they are going to touch my balls. And he never even got close. The guy in there had like a long beard. He did the shit that the doctors do.
Yeah.
But he was like fumbling the little knee tap thing. Like they weren't professional at all.
Like when you got your first physical for sports, did anyone prep you?
No.
I wasn't either.
I had a girl do it. I couldn't stop laughing.
I had an old man do it. And in my head, I was like, am I being molested right now?
Yeah, is he liking this?
It's really like he shut the door and told me to take my pants off. I was like, I don't like this.
I had that new joke, the doctor joke.
Oh, yeah.
It does horrible every time, but it's like a doctor touched my balls and told me to cough. It's like, well, you should really touch my throat. That's where it's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb, but the dumb ones are fun.
Yeah. After I got screened, though, I got onto, they call it the floor.
Yeah.
And it looks like a dance floor with a bunch of beds. It's really daunting.
That's funny.
And I sit next to this lady, or this lady's taking care of me, and she's like, is this your first time? I was like, yeah. So I've been doing this 12 years now, boy. And she hooks me up like super quick and gets the shit going. And then she's like, all right, I got to leave. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she was like, make sure this line stays at this height. And you got to do that by squeezing your hand. So I'm like trying to squeeze all my blood out.
Whoa.
And I'm like I'm checking this line to like make sure it's up and then it'll fall down.
Yeah.
It'll beep red. Like the nurses will be looking at you.
Oh, man.
And then she comes back in like a hoodie and jeans. And she sits right next to me. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, oh, no, I'm just donating plasma now.
What?
Yeah. And
That's crazy.
I look at her fucking forearm, and there is like a paintball-sized like hole from donating plasma for, I assume, 12 years.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
It was nasty.
That's like some version of getting high off your own supply.
Yeah.
That's like the least fun version.
And when you do it more, you get less money. Like, she only making $50 a pop.
What?
Yeah.
That's awful.
First 5, you get 100.
Talk to me, dude.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're talking business now?
Yeah.
I stand on business, bro.
Immediately spent that on alcohol.
Yeah.
We got the shots.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go to the Improv. They had the Valentine's specials up, and the menu is still up, so I assumed it was just like a February thing.
Yeah.
And then Ethan, the bartender, is like, that's for Valentine's. I'm like, maybe take it down then. He got me all excited for this beer shot combo.
the way they patched it up, they put a sticky note on it in like Sharpie that said sold out. I'm like, I couldn't see that.
No, you can't see that.
I couldn't see that until I got like 2 feet away from the screen.
menu is like a flat screen TV.
Yeah.
We're putting like see-through paper up there.
Dude, when he was pouring the shots, he was like shaking.
He was shaking a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know if he was like scared or malnourished or an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Hopefully an alcoholic.
I just want it so bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never given plasma, but I've given blood before. I did it in high school.
What do you get for that?
Nothing. They harass you. My blood type is O negative, so I can give to everyone, but I can only get O negative. And when they find out you're O negative, you're like a rare Pokemon to them. They're just hunting you down every chance they get.
Hey, we're with the Red Cross.
I had to like block their emails.
Yeah.
They were calling me, leaving voicemails, and they're like, "You'll get a shirt if you give at the zoo." Like, I'm good. Got enough shirts.
Yeah, man.
It was funny because I was supposed to go after lunch, and then they called me before, so I went to the vending machine. I like crushed 2 bags of pretzels like on the walk to the gym, and then they ask you some questions. They hook you up and all that, and they check in on you a lot. Like, are you feeling okay? And I was like, yeah, we're good. And then this kid in the bed next to me, he gets up. He's like, I feel great. he starts to walk out, and there's like all these tables with snacks. He got there and he passed out and he fell on one of the tables, and it was like a cartoon. I just saw snacks like flying in the air.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't good, dude.
Oh.
I was like laying on the floor in the rest of my classes all day. It's terrible, dude. Giving blood sucks.
Yeah, it's not. I remember the lady that was doing it was like, "Don't get up now, baby." I was like, "I'm fine."
That's nice.
Before the lady was like, "Did you eat?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "You should go eat." And in my head, it took literally everything in me to be like, "Nah, I'm built different." I wanted to say that. I wanted to go the whole I can break 100 at Augusta. I'm like, you don't know who the fuck I am.
You're like, I can't afford food. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I plan on eating right after this.
Yeah. But last thing about it, while I was doing it, I've been watching this guy on YouTube. His name's Vegas Matt.
Yeah.
And he just fucking puts like $5,000 into slots.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
And he's like, all right, gang, so we're down 3,000, but we want to be up 3,000. So we're going to bet 6,000 on black or roulette.
Yeah.
And then he'll do it and fucking lose. And I'm watching him do slots on the bed while I'm getting plasma taken out. And I feel like everybody that walked by me was like, this is the most degenerative thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like, what's this guy going to use his money on? Straight to the casino, dude.
Yeah.
I watched a crazy documentary the other day.
Ooh.
I think it was called American Nightmare. And it's 3 episodes. And it is this kidnapping that happened in 2015. And they interview the boyfriend calls the police. And he's completely calm on the phone. And he's like, my girlfriend got kidnapped last night. And they're like, okay, why are you just now calling? He's like, I've been tied up. And they're like, okay. He's like, also, they put me on sedatives. He's like, they put me on NyQuil and diazepam. So they're like, all right.
How'd you know that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they bring him in, and he's like, all right. So the guy knew my name, had my girlfriend tie me up. He came in with like 3 dudes trying to light in my face. Installed a camera in my bedroom to make sure I didn't call the police. All this stuff, like the craziest story you've ever heard. And immediately the detectives are like, you killed her. We know you killed her. Like, where is she? He's like, I don't know. And he tells the same story over and over again. So then, like, fast forward like 4 days, the girl gets released.
Okay.
Oh, and I should tell too, there's a crime reporter in the area, and he's trying to like learn about the case, and the kidnapper sends him a recording of the girl, and she's like, it's me, I'm kidnapped, I'm fine besides that. So it's just like, what? So he releases her like 40 miles away from the town, and this all happened in California. And then they interview her, and they're like, she's not wanting to talk to the police at first, and then when she finally talks, she tells the exact same story.
Whoa.
So then they switch from thinking that the boyfriend killed her to thinking that they're doing a hoax.
Oh.
And they're not looking for a kidnapper at all. And one of the defense attorneys was like, hey, why are you not looking for the kidnapper? And they're like, have you seen Gone Girl? I guess Gone Girl had come out like the year before, and they're like, well, clearly this is Gone Girl playing out.
Yeah.
They thought it was like this hoax, and then fast forward, they find out it's this guy. He did it by himself, but what he did was he got like sex dolls, and he dressed them up in black to make people think it was like a gang.
What?
And they found the NyQuil. They told a story, like in the story they blindfolded him by like putting taped over like swim goggles on him.
Yeah.
They found the swim goggles, like all this stuff. It was so funny though, because the first episode you're like, oh, the boyfriend definitely killed her. And the second episode you're like, oh, it was definitely a hoax.
Yeah.
The third episode you're like, oh, they're telling the truth.
Yeah,
How about that? The girl was like, she's like, yeah, when you're being kidnapped, you're worried about being kidnapped. You're not worried like, is this gonna be believable?
Yeah.
It's pretty genius, like taking like blow up dolls and dressing them up as like your co-conspirators.
Yeah.
It was weird though.
I feel like that's some shit Caleb would do. He's like, yeah, they tied me up. I'm just in the most monotone voice.
He would be very monotone. It's also hilarious to me that they were like, have you seen Gone Girl? Obviously, this is Gone Girl, dude.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's very reminiscent of my childhood when I'd like fuck up. I'd like draw on the walls, and my dad's like, how did that get there? It's like, this fucking thing happened, and like it blew up, and then fuck, I forgot. Like it was so stressful that I forgot the rest of the story.
It's like the worst lying ever. Yeah, like we were it's funny when kids start to lie, because like my sister's kids are about the same age as my kids. Like the oldest one's 5, and her 4-year-old, we were all eating dinner at my parents' house, and she came in and she just turned the lights off in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we were all like, what are you doing? And like my sister was like, turn the lights back on. And she's like, why did you do that? And my niece, without skipping a beat, goes, I didn't know. And then I saw my sister just go, what? And then my niece just starts panicking. She's like, when the fuck. I was right there. I was like, just go back to your table.
Dude, I remember I had a fucking lie I got caught in the 5th grade. I would like, this is so dumb, but I was going from science to math class.
Yeah.
And my pencil, I was holding him in my hand. I was like, oh, we'll just put him in my shoe. You know, like that's my new pocket. And I put him in my shoe, and I'm walking, and my left shoe hits the back of my right shoe, nicks the pencil, stabs me in the side of my foot, and it hurts like a motherfucker. And I was like, all right, I just got stabbed. This is fine. And then slowly my foot starts to hurt more and more, and I'm limping like bad. Like I think I got some type of weird infection in my foot.
Was it a lead pencil?
It was, but I mean, I didn't know if it was lead poisoning or like that new graphite stuff.
Yeah.
And so my dad's like, what the hell happened, dude? What the fuck's going on? And he came in with like this big like reaction that I was like, well, I need to give him a big story.
Yeah.
So I was like, this kid Lenny stabbed me in the foot with a pencil because he's a bully. And then my mom was like, we're calling the school.
Oh, no.
And they called the school, and it was the worst shit ever.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Because I remember crying to my mom. I was like, I lied. She came to the school, pulled Lenny aside. Lenny didn't know. I told my mom, I cried to my mom, and then my mom came and told the teacher, was like, my kid fucking lied.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I remember those couple of days were stressful. I was sweating myself to sleep.
It lasted days?
Yeah, it was a few.
No.
Like they couldn't set it up or something. It was.
When did Lenny ever know what was happening, or it was just like, why is everyone being so weird?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Lenny.
I really don't. It was.
It's weird to name your kid like an old man name.
Yeah, he was Asian. Lenny's son.
Lenny sounds like an old hobo. An old white hobo.
Yeah, it's like Lenny's son stabbed me.
Speaking of race stuff, I was watching Shane host SNL. And
Let's go.
There was this shout out to King Dog. There was a commercial for AIDS medicine, and in the commercial they're showing like all these gay couples, and the only straight couple they showed was black. And I was like, that's ballsy in February.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I was sitting there, I was like, there's some whiteys up there. What are we doing?
Come on, y'all.
Someone dropped the ball on marketing. It's crazy to me that no one in that process was like, hey, maybe we...
I wonder if it was one guy like, let's see if this gets passed.
I always wonder if it's that, too.
Yeah, let's see how far we can make it with this.
Because for commercials, I don't know... I know, like, movie scripts have to go through, like, a bunch of, like, people going, like, yes, this is good, but I don't know how that works for commercials.
Yeah.
It's also, like, I don't watch, like, TV ever, but I was watching it for that, and, like, every other commercial is for medicine.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Ozempic.
Yeah. We're, like, I think we're one of 2 countries in the world that's even legal.
To do commercials for medicine?
Yeah, it's like us in New Zealand, I think.
Fuck.
It is kind of dystopian.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, this thing will fix you. And then they read the side effects. And it's like, well, you'll die eventually. But, you know, you'll have a nice ride before then.
That reminds me of John's joke where they're talking about the side effects of, like, depression medicine is, like, suicide, depressive thoughts. And he's like, it's almost like they don't work.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
Yeah. It's so... Dude, I have friends in high school that were like, I'm on antidepressants. Mm-hmm. And, like, when they run that by me, I literally have no idea what to say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, good?
It's like...
But it's not because they are depressed.
It's like that episode of The Office. I can't remember why he does it, but Michael's gonna like jump off the roof to like fake suicide, and they're doing this big thing about, oh, it's because he's trying to prove that working in an office is just as dangerous as working in the warehouse.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, well, we can get depression and kill ourselves. So he does this big thing, and he's like, they all come outside, and he's on the roof. He's like, oh, my life is so sad. And Dwight's like, Michael, isn't depressed just a fancy way of saying you're bummed out? And he goes, Dwight, you ignorant slut.
I remember he was like, they were like, what? And then he was like, oh, fuck, we got to do it again. And like reran the lines.
He's like, he's trying to do a test run of jumping off onto like a trampoline, and they drop the watermelon. It hits the trampoline and like launches into a dude's car and just shatters. And he just like stares at the camera. It's so funny, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I think being on a show like that would be the most fun.
Oh my, yeah.
Just a mockumentary about like anything.
Yeah.
That was like when Parks and Rec started. It felt like just an Office knockoff at first.
Yeah, it really did.
It found its footing. I love both those shows, but for the first couple episodes, I was like, this is the same.
I like that one guy, but he got kicked off in like 2 seasons. Brandanowitz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Did he get kicked off, or did he just like quit?
I think he might have quit or some contract dispute or something like that.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's one of those shows where you're just like, I'll take whatever money.
Yeah.
Just keep me on.
Man.
Imagine getting replaced by Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose.
That's a new low.
Dude, Rob Lowe told a story where, like, he would hang out with, like, Magic Johnson when he was on the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, and they were like, they would, like, the Jerry West wouldn't let them stay at the same hotel. Because, like, Rob Lowe would just egg them on, and they'd be up for, like, the entire night. Just,
Come on,
like,
let's go fuck.
Yeah, literally just, like, plowing through all these women.
Dude, that reminds me of that one interview. What's that guy that's always getting that? He's always getting those people to say fuck shit. He's always saying fuck shit to him.
I don't know.
It's this radio show, and forget his name, but he's always off the cuff. and he talked to Magic Johnson. He's like, Magic, when you got AIDS, was like your first thought like,
oh, Charlemagne.
Yeah, Charlemagne.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, Magic, when you got AIDS, was your first thought like, damn, it was that nasty bitch from San Diego?
Dude, yeah, he had Logic on. He was like, so who raped your sister, man? He was like, I don't want to talk about that. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine looking at a stranger and being like, let's talk about the worst thing that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Let's do it for clout.
Yeah.
It's brutal, dude. I don't know. Charlemagne kind of lost his touch to me.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of his full stuff.
I think Vivek Ramaswamy, they keep having debates with each other, and I think on the last debate they just did like a push-up contest.
It's my president.
Yeah, Vivek was like hitting him with all these statistics, and he was like, I could do more push-ups than you. It's weird, dude.
It's like two different ends of the spectrum.
I knew Vivek Ramaswamy wasn't going to be president whenever he did like an Eminem rap at a rally.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
But also, I think he was like 38.
Yeah, that's not going to work either.
No, I don't want a guy who's like 10 years older than me running the country.
Yeah, I know. I've worked with some 38-year-olds.
They're idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just
not good at all.
They're just they're just fucking 20-year-olds with
More problems.
aches and pains.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I said us, and I was like, oh, 27.
Yeah. 28 now, dude. My mom hit me the other day. She was like, you have one more birthday in your 20s. I was like, yo, why you gotta say that? That's not nice.
Yeah, dude, my brothers are 25, about to turn 26. That's weird.
It's weird, man. Pushing 30.
Doesn't 6 feel so much more less than 7?
Like 26 versus 27?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once you're... I mean, 30 will be like the next milestone. I haven't felt a milestone since like 25.
Yeah, I feel like 26, you're like mid-20s. But once you hit 27, you're late 20s.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
agree with that. I don't like 28. You're like solidified late 20s. And
Yeah.
it's like fuck, dude.
Like, man, we're in it.
It sucks. Your brain's not even fully developed till you're 25.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not that long for girls,
No, they grow quick.
which you know
They're like weeds.
I'd beg to differ, but that's just me, dude.
Yeah.
Me and all the Vikings listening to this.
Fucking bitches, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I felt like in the last since I got to college and where I'm at now,
Yeah.
my mind is completely different. Like in college, I was like, boy, oh boy, endless possibilities.
Yeah, and then I don't know. The older you get, the more responsibilities you have. Life just beats the living shit out of you.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm holding on.
Your dad's like, you got $800 due for car insurance. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That hurts. Bills suck. And on top of all that, Chuck Schumer is trying to take away Zins, dude.
That's fucked.
What are we doing?
That is vile.
Yeah.
Zins?
Yeah, dude.
What the hell?
He said it's the biggest threat facing American youth.
Zins.
Zins.
They're safe.
Yeah.
Vaping? Vaping's still around.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you...
Cigarettes are still around.
What are you talking about?
Oh. Dude, I don't know how you fix that, because you always, in high school, you could always get your hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was... When I was in high school, people, they weren't around yet. Like, everyone who had a vape had to go, like, build their own.
Yeah.
They have to buy them, like, piece by piece. And then you have to, like, put the juice in there and, like, all this stuff.
Get the coils and the cotton.
Yeah, dude, now it's like... pfft. Same with weed. Like, I remember the first time we smoked, like, dabs. It was a dude just, like, putting the wax on his, like, nicotine vape.
Oh, fuck. I remember that with the jewels.
Yeah,
The wax and the jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was like a kid that died from like fake weed in a jewel.
Ooh.
And everyone tried to say it was a regular jewel. And there was like a whole documentary where apparently the jewel didn't do it.
Okay.
But they did take away all the cool flavors of jewel.
Yeah, I rarely see them. I only see like Matt Sigmund and Dave Branch jeweling.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, the Jewels, the Jewel Bros.
Keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Lil Sasquatch always has a jewel. They'll get like a guest on the podcast. So like, where did you get that? He's like,
it's an old relic.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Got it at the deli.
It's like a Sony Walkman.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would love to go to a New York deli.
Mm.
Like if we ever make the trip happen to go see Hamza, I'm gonna go to the deli like every day.
Yeah.
Just bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning.
Bacon, egg. I want to say it like him.
Bacon,
egg, and cheese.
Yeah, you can't even say the S. It's bacon, egg, cheese.
Bacon, egg, cheese.
Bacon, egg, cheese.
Dude, I have a friend. He's not from New York.
Yeah.
But his dad was born there.
Hell yeah.
And the way he talks about New York, he's like, man, you just gotta be there.
It is it's a crazy place. It's I went there. I was probably like 8th grade, and it's just like go constantly.
Yeah,
it really is the city that never sleeps.
The homeless people there are kind of funny. I remember I was like 12. We went to the U.S. Open tennis. And We walked by one on the way there, and he had a sign, and the sign said, "The money you give me will go to weed."
I like the honesty.
Yeah,
because I never understand. Like my grandmas will be like, "Don't give him money; he'll only spend it on alcohol." It's like, well,
he's having fun.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
the man needs a little joy in his life.
It's sad when you see him drinking mouthwash.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw that was like on Intervention.
Yeah,
just an alcoholic. Intervention is just the most insane show.
Fuck.
Like, let's find someone at rock bottom and film them for a week of just their family being like, I don't love you anymore. It's awful, dude.
Yeah.
That's back when reality TV was fun. It was like Intervention, TLC had like John and Kate plus 8, like 18 kids and counting.
Yeah.
Boy, did those go south.
Yeah.
Real south, real quick.
I remember there was one show on there that I found pretty interesting. It was they'd give two families each $5,000. And then they would say, you can either give this to the other family, and they wouldn't tell them that they got $5,000, or you can keep it for yourself. And the families they'd give it to were already pretty impoverished.
Yeah.
So they're like, at the beginning, they're like, well, we want to keep this money.
Definitely.
Because we're fucking poor as shit.
I'm keeping it every time.
And then they would go show them like the other person's house and walk them through it. And then they'd be like, all right, now what do you want to do with the money? And then it'd get interesting. Like the dad would be like, we have bills to pay. And then they'd pull out like an amputee, like fake leg under the bed. And the wife would be like, we have to give it to them.
We have to buy them a leg.
Yeah.
I would keep it every time.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't think that's a show that can go very long, because eventually it's going to be like, yeah, I've seen this. I know you gave them $5,000.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
And also, I think you'd want to keep the $5,000, and also you'd want to make your house look the worst possible.
So you also get the $5,000?
Yeah. You just like leave like weird clues, make them think like your kid is dying.
Yeah. Just a freaking like carriage. It's like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
This is where the baby sleeps.
Yeah, make the binky like a pill bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah, when I finish my oxys, they get a new binky.
Just a wrap of toilet paper with like the word bib written on it.
That's fun.
Have you seen the Cheapskates one? Where they're going around the families that are like trying to save money, and this mom is like, we don't use toilet paper, we have rags.
Yeah, dude.
And they go wash these shitty rags.
It's disgusting.
Oh, it's the worst.
So, there's a lot of weird shit like that on Hoarders.
I haven't seen that.
I've been around Hoarders. I've had some Hoarders in my family. My grandpa, God rest his soul, he would just keep. I remember I have one specific memory in particular. We went to visit them, and there was like a bunch of onions on the side of the road, just like a pile of onions, and he pulls over, and he's like, he looks at my dad. He's like, "Help me get these." So they start grabbing all these onions. We got back to their house. He put them by the front door. I swear to you, I came back like a year later to visit again. The onions are sitting right by the door.
What the fuck?
Just rotting.
Oh my gosh.
It's the craziest thing ever. My dad told a story once where like when he was a kid, they always lived in like the Northeast or like northern Midwest, like Pennsylvania and stuff. And they were driving home and they hit a deer. And so my grandpa was like, "Well, this is going to be dinner." And it's like the middle of winter. And they had like a station wagon. So there's no like separation between like the trunk and the seats. They put the deer in the back and the heat is on in the car. So just the smell of death is just getting worse and worse by the time they got home, where he's like, "Well, this meat's gone bad."
What the fuck?
My dad was just like, "What are we doing?"
Oh, just rot in the car?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was my grandpa.
Dude, that reminds me, I got in a car wreck in high school and my friend had to give me a ride, and he's a stoner and he'd give me a ride, and then like the third time I get in there, I was like, "What the fuck is that smell?" And he was like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I don't want to talk about it." And I was like, "No, what is it? Like, what's this fucking smell?" And he's like, "Well, guess what it smells like. Can you like guess what it is?" I'm like, "All right. It smells kind of fishy in here." And then he goes, "Yeah, I finger blasted my girlfriend in the back seat." And I would take naps in his car on the way to school. The smell was so bad, I couldn't even sleep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, "Can we crack a window? Like, please."
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Terrible.
There was like we had these trees like in the courtyard of my high school. Those ones with like the white flowers, and when they bloom in the spring, they smell fishy, and everyone would just be like, "Oh, the vagina trees, gross."
Oh fuck.
It reeked, dude. You couldn't get away from it.
Pussy plant.
Yeah, dude. The pussy plant.
Vagina trees.
It's disgusting.
Golly, man.
I saw a thing earlier. There was like at a mall they did like a Willy Wonka experience where you like pay a ticket and you get to like go like through the movie, quote unquote. And then people said it was so bad they called the cops.
It's like the exact Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Kids drowning.
They're like, "This is like the worst thing ever."
What happened?
I think it was just nothing like the movie at all.
Yeah.
Imagine being so mad. First of all, you're at a mall and then you pay, I'm sure you paid like $20 a ticket. You walk through, there's like a few props that look like candy. And then they like in this article I was reading, they posted a picture of the guy playing Willy Wonka, and he was just like a ginger with a buzzed head. He's just wearing this insane outfit. It was like a selfie from like his Twitter. Just putting this guy on blast in the New York Post.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny, dude. Just being
Some depressed teenager.
It's like, "This isn't like the movie at all. Call 911 now."
Oh my gosh.
What do the cops even do when they show up?
Yeah. It's like, all right, what are they doing?
Listen, in the movies, the Oompa Loompas are short. You got to find some midgets to hire, or we're going to have to shut this thing down.
It's just a Mexican guy.
Oompa Loompa. Would you like some chocolate?
Oh my gosh.
I'm a little orange man.
Yeah. Dude, malls are like depressing now.
Malls suck.
I went like a couple years ago with my friends to go to this putt-putt thing. We went to the tropical rainforest cafe. Yeah. And then we walked around to this putt-putt thing. Giant, like, leased out part of the mall. And then we're like, "Oh, this is probably going to be expensive. Let's check the prices." $5 for 36 holes.
Ooh.
And, like, we were like, "How are you guys making money?"
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. We're like, "What the fuck?"
I think it's crazy when you walk past those things and someone, like, went on a date there.
Yeah.
Like, if you've been dating for, like, a few months and you're like, oh, fuck it, let's see what it's all about. That's one thing. But you know there are guys who, like, it's the first date, and then it's like, I have something special planned for us. Let's go play glow-in-the-dark putt-putt at the mall.
Oh, fuck.
This used to be an Abercrombie.
Yeah. I'm so good, am I? I just two-putted this hole.
Sucks, dude. I like, at Quail Springs, there's, like, a part that where they put in, like, a quote-unquote, like, aquarium. And, my sister's ex-husband he had the kids for a weekend, and he was like, oh, we went to the aquarium. And my sister was like, oh, the one like up in like by Tulsa, like the actual aquarium? He was like, nah, the one at Quail Springs. It's just like fish tanks with like beta fish in there.
Whoa, isn't this cool?
That's so funny, dude.
Dude, I want to go to aquarium.
The aquarium's tight. The problem with the one in Tulsa is like you pay, it's somewhere around like $20, and it like you're done in like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No, I want to go to like a cool aquarium.
I heard Atlanta's got a cool one.
Atlanta, I've heard, has got a cool one. There was one. I've been to Scottsdale, Arizona, and there was one there that looked sick. It was massive.
Dude, I think the Atlanta one's got the one where it's like you're walking in like a tunnel, and like the tunnel is glass, and there's fish just all like over you.
They have a part in the Tulsa one where it's like that, but it's all sharks.
Ooh.
Yeah. I forget what kind of sharks. Maybe like tiger sharks.
That is sick.
I saw one, like whale sharks. There's one in like, I'm pretty sure China or Japan, where they have a tank big enough for a whale shark, and there's a bunch of fish in there too, and they tell you no flash photography in an aquarium, and someone took a picture with flash, and you see a fish from like the back swim as fast as it can to the glass, and it kills itself. It smashes into the glass, and there's like just a little explosion of blood, and then it just sinks to the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone in the comments was like, this is terrible. I was like, this is objectively the funniest video I've seen. So
suicide by glass.
Just, yeah, like you just throw a flash grenade at a fish. They don't know what to do, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Aquariums, SeaWorld used to be sick, and then that documentary came out.
Yeah.
Blackfish.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite documentary.
Blackfish?
Yeah, have you seen that?
I haven't seen it. I heard about it.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta watch Blackfish.
Okay.
I don't even know what it's on now. I've watched that like 3 times.
Does it show them just like putting the fucking whales in a U-Haul?
Basically, yeah. It's like it starts out with like you've seen like Free Willy, right?
Yeah. So
basically the beginning of Free Willy is like the opening of this, and they talk about this one orca in particular, Tilikum. And they had they've like moved him for, I think first he was at like this like sea place in like Canada, and then they moved him to the SeaWorld in California, I want to say, and he killed someone there.
Nice.
And then they moved it. He's got like 4 bodies, dude. Then they moved him to Orlando, and he killed someone there. And they talked about like some of the trainers who have like lived through an attack.
Yeah.
They talk about like how smart they are, and how they just like fuck with them. Like they'll grab the foot, and there's nothing you can do. Like if it decides to kill you, you're dead.
Yeah.
They'll drag. There's one video that they showed. You'll find this on YouTube, where it's one guy is in the water with him, and he keeps dragging him down to like the bottom. He would let him come up to get some air, and then drag him down again and just hold him. And he did it like 5 times, and then finally he got out of the water.
Oh fuck!
But now Tilikum finally died, I'm pretty sure. But he had like a horrible life before that. Like they kept him in like this tiny pool, like in the back of SeaWorld.
Oh fuck!
They could only see him with like drone footage. Just the worst, dude.
Oh my gosh!
And they talked about like orcas in the wild, their fins will stick straight up.
Yeah.
And when they're in captivity, they limp over.
Oh no!
Because they're like depressed.
It's like a dog.
Yeah, they have like erectile dysfunction for their fin. Sucks, dude. But that's a really good documentary.
I
But
didn't even watch that.
you'll come away from that and be like, damn, SeaWorld sucks.
I remember going there.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah.
They have great roller coasters.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm all about being nice to the orcas. It's a fun time. Okay? You get like the little special cup where like the lid is an orca's head.
I remember looking at the trainers in there and looking at my mom and being like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the best job ever.
Yeah.
Just like, don't do it with orcas.
Yeah.
I remember at the Oklahoma City Zoo, they used to have dolphins back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And then 3 died. And animal rights activists around the country got word of this.
Dude, I heard a story about some dolphins that there was a girl swimming with them.
Mm-hmm.
These were guy dolphins. And, like, they liked the girl a lot.
There's some dogs.
And then a dude got in, and I think the dolphins were conspirizing and saying that the dude was with the girl, and the dolphins kind of like beat the shit out of the dude.
They'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't mess around. Once they claim a lady. I'm pretty sure like they're devious.
Yeah.
Like I think they rape other dolphins.
What?
I think that's like documented.
Fuck. It's supposed to be like the second smartest mammal.
Which, to be fair, every time I see animals have sex, you can go down that wormhole on YouTube. It never looks like the lady's enjoying it. Ever. One time I went to the zoo and 2 tortoises were banging it out.
Like 8 hour long.
Dude, we were there with my nieces. And I think maybe just one niece, and my kid was like a baby. But the tortoises were like, and he's just on top of the other one, and I'm looking at my dad and my brother. I'm like, this is the funniest thing ever. And my sister's like, quiet.
Did you see it through? No, did they get off?
They made me leave. I was like, we gotta stay, dude.
What happens after?
This is history in the making.
Pulled out a cigarette.
Dude, if you've seen like a pretty much any animal, their wieners are like, because the angle for sex is not good.
Ducks.
Dude, yeah, they have crazy wieners.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's, like, I don't know, like a gazelle, like in Africa, it'll come out and it looks, I kid you not, like a 3-foot snake. It's, like, deep inside them, and it comes out, and it's, like, slithery.
Oh.
And it, like, finds the hole. Like, it's weird.
It's got its own mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you watch these videos, it's, like, it's mesmerizing.
Fuck.
It's like a train wreck. Like, you shouldn't watch, but
You got to.
it's pretty cool.
Dude, the duck, I heard, this is from like a bit from, I think, Owen Benjamin, when he talks about like the duck's wiener. It's all zigzagged.
It's like a corkscrew.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting longer with like evolution. And he says that because they're so rapey towards the women that the woman's vagina has deepened so that they couldn't like get inseminated by them. And so the ducks are like continually evolving to get like deeper vaginas and like longer, corkier, screwy penises. Like there's like a battle of the sexes.
Imagine the only evolution you're having is with your dick.
Yeah. Like, how about the wings? We need more. We need better wings.
Yeah, dude.
Just goes right to the dick.
There's one, it might be dolphins, but there's one species where like the lady is a whore because she'll get pregnant and then she'll just have sex with all the men so that by the time the kid is born, they're all like, that might be mine. Because if they think it's someone else's, they'll kill it.
Oh.
So they're just forced to have sex with like every guy. There's got to be like one dolphin who just like sucks.
Yeah.
He looks weird. Maybe he's like retarded. And they're just like, well, yeah, he's not going to think it's his, so I'm not going to have sex with him. Have you ever seen like a tiger with Down syndrome?
Yeah, I have.
It's, dude, that's another wormhole I went down.
Yeah.
Just every animal has one with Down syndrome. And it's so funny.
What are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
We gonna go hunting today?
It's hilarious.
It's like that fish. There's like a meme of a fish that looks like it has Down syndrome, and some guy just goes, "Want to go fishing?
Yeah.
Let's go fishing."
It sounds fun.
Dude, I've seen some fucked fish. I fish at the ponds in my neighborhood at home.
Yeah.
The fish that I pull out of there are like different every time. You'll get like a nice meaty fat boy, like, oh, this guy's healthy.
Yeah.
You'll get the skinniest bass. It's like stomach sunken in. It's like, I see why you bid on this, man.
Yeah, he just wants out.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where all the hooks are in the water. And SpongeBob and Patrick keep trying to jump on the hook.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, because they do like fish farming.
Yeah.
Where they're just like breeding fish in a pond.
Yeah.
I was in Missouri. We went to this guy's property. He had like a pond, and there was one catfish in there that, no joke, was probably like 3 feet long. And you could tell why he had gotten that big, because he'd come up to your hook and he'd just like look at it and just swim away, just taunting you.
Catfish don't do that. Catfish like to bite. That's a smart cat.
Yeah, he's like a tiger fish.
Damn.
Is an alpha male.
Yeah.
What's that thing called when guys will like get in a river and just like stick their hand in a hole trying to get a catfish?
Oh, noodling?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool.
There's no way in the world I'm getting like shoulder deep in water I can't see. I'm just like, yeah, let me stick my hand in this hole.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
The guides in that are so funny because they'll like go to like a rock, be like, we got one here. Come here real close. Don't make any noise.
They'll put like I worked with guys in construction who would put out like tires, and the catfish will like get in the tires. So they just know right where they're at. There was guys who like that's what their weekend was.
Just catch catfish.
Going noodling, dude.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna crack some cold ones with the boys, throwing some Copenhagen long cut.
Dude, my uncle lives in New Orleans. He's like so into fishing. He has a cork company called Versamax, and he has like the biggest tank filled with like all these like Louisiana native fish.
Whoa.
And he'll just sit there with these baits he makes and just like jingle them around and see if they react. And be like, all right, we got a dud.
Yeah.
Puts up another one. He was thinking about filling his pool with like speckled trout.
Have you seen those guys who go fishing at Bass Pro?
Yeah.
One guy, I forget what kind of fish it was, but he caught it, and it's like federally protected. And he had his buddies film it, and he just walks out. He's like a felon now because he got this. He got this fish. I don't know if they ever found him. I never followed up on that story.
I don't know if he's the worst fisherman now or the best.
Every time I go into Bass Pro, I'm like, this is the spot.
Yeah.
This is obviously the spot to fish.
Man, I just want to put a line in the water. Just seeing those big old bass.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh, it's so sick. Same
with at the zoo, they have this park called like the Oklahoma Trails.
Yeah.
And you just walk through and you see a bunch of animals that are native to like Oklahoma and just like the Ozarks in general. And there's a fish tank in there, and they got some big boys in there. But they got what's the ones that like look like barracuda, but they're not barracuda?
It's like a striper.
Something like that, yeah.
It's like a bass. They got the lines down them.
Well, they got the long teeth though. They got like a long snout and like really like sharp teeth.
Oh, an alligator gar or like a garfish.
Yeah, they got some gar in there. I wouldn't want to catch one of those.
Yeah, those are sick. My bro,
barracuda.
My bro caught one. They were doing like a fishing tournament, and my bro caught one, and they were like, "All right, we got first place." And then this other guy comes in with a bucket, and it's this giant alligator gar in it. They just handed the trophy to him.
That's hilarious. The zoo's tight. I went there on Sunday.
What'd you see?
I saw 2 different people with Down syndrome. One of them was wearing a shirt that said "The struggle is real." He was none too pleased about being at the zoo.
Oh, this is so good. It's at the zoo.
Yeah, and I was like, if that's your kid, don't let him wear a shirt that says the struggle's real. How many guys have walked up to him and been like, yeah, I bet.
It's like a bald kid with a Make-A-Wish shirt.
Yeah, man, that's not good. I saw a clouded leopard.
Clouded leopard?
Yeah, they're very endangered.
Okay.
So, yeah, take them from Tibet and bring them to Oklahoma. That'll work.
That'll work.
Golly, I am conflicted like every time I go to the zoo.
An endangered species, like if it's endangered, just let it die. Like if he couldn't figure it out, if he can't figure out how to make an iPhone and compete with the humans, man, he's gone.
I feel like I've seen a ton of species lately where they're like, this thing's back from extinction. I'm like, no, it's not.
It was a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
like
miscounted. Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's been like, the blue macaw was the first one I saw. And there's been like 10 more after that.
Yeah.
Where they were like in Egypt. And we were like, oh, we found this blind rat that was extinct. And no, you just didn't find it.
That's a good bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't do it much anymore, but
I busted out a few oldies tonight.
yeah.
Not good. They're oldies.
I'm trying to do new stuff more often. Trying to get more comfortable with bombing so I can try shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't kill every time.
Nah, man.
It's like what we were talking about. If you can keep open mics as just like an experiment, because like you get on at Bricktown, or you don't if you're me, but you you get on at Bricktown and there's like a crowd there, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to look like I know my shit.
Yeah.
And then you just end up doing, like, I forget who it was I was listening to this week. They're like, yeah, the guys who are like only killing aren't getting better.
Yeah.
They've had the same 10 minutes for like 10 years.
That's true.
And that's a nightmare.
True that.
I would hate that.
Yeah, there's also that school of thought of like, I mean, I've been doing the same material a good bit.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to like finick with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to like just kind of twist it just a little bit just to see how it is.
There's definitely something to that. And I think, like, I don't know, you want to like explore a bit and get as much out of it as you can. But I think there's a lot of people who do only that, and then they kind of trick themselves into thinking they're like a writer. They're like, yeah, I'm writing all the time. What are you talking about? It's like,
yeah, really, you wrote 10 bits in the last year.
Yeah, you've had like the same 5 premises you just rotate.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Nope.
Trying to have fresh stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some of my Domino's material in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this one. I was telling you about it. This one guy with autism I worked with at Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
He was the funniest guy ever, and I would leave all of my receipts in my car, so my car looked like a fucking shithole. And he walks by my car while I'm about to deliver a pizza, and he looks at me and goes, "Someone needs to clean their car." And there's this 18-year-old. No,
shut up. Dude.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you, Bobby. And there's this 17-year-old girl with like a belly button piercing.
Yeah.
She was hot. And, she's 17, but she was hot for her age.
Yeah, I get it.
And the way he talked to her, I remember he went up to her one time and he was like, "Once you turn 18, you're all mine."
That's hilarious.
Oh. She was like, okay. She'd treat him like a little kid.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah. He when on his days off, he would come in and just hang out. And I was like, oh man, come on.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's sad.
I hated that when I'd be working at a place and people would be like just showing up to be like, "So how's work going?" Like, well, you work here.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
There's been all kinds of jobs like that. Or like when I worked at Olive Garden and people would come eat like on their day off and you'd have them in your section. Like, dude.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Would they like get free food or deals, or would they pay for it?
I mean, they'd pay for it, but they'd have their discount.
Okay.
So then you're hoping for a better tip. But if it's someone who you just didn't like at all,
yeah,
it's like, I'll pay you to leave. How about that?
Yeah.
Olive Garden was weird because it's like, it's rich people's McDonald's, but because you're a Norman, it's other people's, like, that's the nicest meal they're gonna eat all year. And so you get just like, you run the gamut of people, and it's funny. There's a surprising number of dudes who will go there and they'll like flex. they'll bring like their friends, and they'll be like, "Bring me your finest bottle of wine."
No way.
It's like, all right, man, whatever. And
they have wine at Olive Garden?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got a ton of wine at Olive Garden.
Shit.
They would constantly, the managers would constantly be like, upsell them, get them to buy wine.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they don't want to drink, I'm not gonna like. Plus, I was 19 at the time, so I can't be like, well, this pairs really well with. Like, I don't know. I'd never had wine at the time.
Breadsticks are great with Dr. Pepper.
You better believe it, dude. I ate so many breadsticks at that job.
Just getting full off of breadsticks.
Yeah. Ugh.
Little doughboy.
I was people's breadstick hookup, dude. You're like, please bring me breadsticks. Like, I don't know, man. I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. Check the back. It's just like a crate full of breadsticks.
Well, that's the thing, is like they bake them and then they just keep them in like a heated drawer.
Yeah.
And so like if they're not fresh, they're just sitting in there like just getting soft.
Oh yeah, we got them at Tridelt, and if they're in the hot box, they go bad
quick.
Yeah.
You want them fresh out of the oven. Fresh out of the oven, you can put them against like anything. They're so, and then, oh, dude, you get like a side of Alfredo sauce.
Oh yeah.
You dip the breadsticks in the Alfredo sauce. Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, the girls will come in, see the breadsticks, skip everything, and just get a fucking 3 of them.
Girls love breadsticks from Olive Garden, dude. I hated whenever school was starting, because there would be a sorority that would get like a table of like 12 and none of them are going to tip.
Yeah.
At all. And the whole time they're like, this tastes weird. Can I get another one of these? Like, oh, I hate you.
You've never worked 40 hours in your life, woman.
I hate you all.
Dude, they talk shit, dude. We got a bad batch in the kitchen, dude. We got a bad semester. I haven't done anything good for them, so they could talk shit.
Yeah.
They have these things called late plates, where they come in and they sign up on the wall. If they can't make the dinner on time, then the houseboy will make them a late plate of the meal that was prepared. And the late plates I've made are the fucking worst things ever. They'll have gluten-free, and I'll put like 3 breadsticks in there. It'll be like vegetarian. I'll put the meat in there, and I'll do the worst proportions. The rice, it'll be like the smallest spoon of rice and like the most meat.
Dude. That's awesome. Is that your title at the house? Is houseboy?
Yeah, it's a houseboy.
They got to be really careful to make sure that guy's white.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
Houseboy.
Oh my gosh, what a nightmare.
We haven't had a black guy work with us. We have a really dark Asian though. We got a Tiger Woods-esque kind of guy.
A really dark Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why aren't you guys hiring anyone diverse? And it's like, well, the title is houseboy, so
they don't really want to be called that.
We thought we'd stick to the whites.
Yeah. They should just call them dish kids.
Dish kids.
Doing dishes for the bitches.
Dishes for the bitches, dude.
Yeah.
Houseboy, that's a terrible title.
Yeah, dude.
Put that on like in your work history when you're applying for a job.
Dude, they'll walk in the fucking kitchen barefoot. There's like food on the ground. It's the dirtiest shit ever.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. And the shit they wear, now that it's like getting hot outside, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. You see some wild fits going around, Kivers.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're like you walking downstairs in your house.
Yeah.
To go get water. It's like them walking from their room to go get water. And I'm like, I don't need to see this. Okay?
Dude, there was a girl at Bricktown tonight wearing the tightest leather pants known to man.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, if you got it flaunted, that's fine. Yeah. You do you, but it's Wednesday night.
Can't imagine what those freaking Saturday pants look like.
I'm busting out the leather pants for the open mic at Bricktown.
Just seeing people bomb.
It's crazy, dude.
Oh, dude.
You will see some people on dates that, like, honestly, like, bringing a date to an open mic like unironically, is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to go to this comedy show?
Yeah.
And then you have some guy just being like, yeah, it's my first time doing this, so I'm nervous. So anyway, I was jerking off the other day. And then they always end the set the same way. They're like, my dad sucks.
And they're always like, is that the light? Is that it? You need me off?
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand when you're at an open mic and you're supposed to do 4 minutes, for those of you who don't know. Guys will get up there and do 7.
Fuck.
It's insane.
It's fucking mind-boggling.
And like, I've been running the light before, and someone's running it, and I've had someone come up to me, who I will not name, but some of you definitely know who it is. They come up to me like, hey man, you gotta really let them know. Like, I'm the one lightsaber in this dark room.
Yeah.
They see me.
You can do all you want with it.
For
if
sure,
they don't see
yeah.
it, they don't see it.
If a guy's up there just like, I'm doing 8.
Yeah.
I don't care about that little thing.
Half of that's the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my job to walk like to the stage and be like, hey buddy.
Hey, I know none of you guys in the audience know who I am. I'm the guy that does the light.
Now I'm comfortable enough there to, like, if someone's running it, I'll just be like, you got the light. Get off, please.
Clap him off. I like what Wes did. He just stood right next to him.
That's hilarious.
Oh, good. I was glad. Good. He finished the last joke. Got titties and ass. Oh, good.
Wes is tall, too. He's just towering over them in the corner.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, ginger beard.
Yeah. How are we doing on time?
We have reached an hour.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Another one in the books.
Yeah.
You want to promote anything?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Got Othello's Comedy Classic, Tyler and I.
Yes.
Yeah. We are.
Come one, come all.
We are in it. Starts at 9 p.m. This Friday. Othello's in Norman. It's on ASP. Go check it out. If you're trying to get there early. It's going to be a lot of people there. I also have Hinton, show in Hinton, Oklahoma. It starts at 7:30. Ticket prices are $10. It's at Bowling's Place, 10850 South Cedar Road. That is 7:30 this Saturday.
Yeah.
And I also have Lively and Lively Brewworks, and that is Sunday, March 10th.
Nice. Look at that. I got the Othello's Comedy Classic.
Let's go.
On Friday. And shocker, Dr. Chirps got canceled.
Whoa, what?
a crazy thing.
Dude.
I mean, who could have foreseen this?
Dude, that's a good spot. That sucks.
Only the best, dude.
Damn.
Only the best. Yeah, so I'll be at the Hinton show on Saturday. If any of you want to make the trek out to Hinton. At the darkest point in the street, you have reached your destination. They're not big on streetlights out there. It was Sunday, March 3rd. I have Prohibition Lounge in Norman, and that's a free show. And then, there's a venue that I haven't gotten to perform at yet who asked me if I could do the 24th, and I have not heard from them yet again after I said yes. So as soon as I get the deets on that, I will share.
Nice.
And it'll be a great time. If I'm on that one, it'll be a $5 show. I know that.
Hell yeah.
So.
That's it.
Good stuff, dude. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you like it. You subscribe on YouTube. You follow on Spotify. Share with everyone you know. Share. Also, if you are a non-comic and you're listening to this and you're coming to the Othello's Comedy Classic, bring as many people as you can, because there is a section of that is audience voting.
Yes.
So come support the Valhalla boys. No one else on that list matters.
No one.
If you listen to this, you're a Viking and you root for the Valhalla boys.
Oh, Dace.
Yeah. Or our guests.
Yeah. Dace, Caleb, and Cody.
Yeah, Cody's been a guest by proxy.
I remember looking. I was like, Cody, pick up the mic, bro. Pick up the mic. Come on.
I know. And then he was like, well, I don't want to ruin it.
Come on, man.
Like, yeah, dude. Oh, we're so professional on this show.
Yeah.
Come
we
on,
were
dude.
buzzing hard for Caleb's app.
Yeah, that's why. That's why every time there was dead air, I was panicking. I was like, "This episode sucks."
There's always dead air.
Yeah, thank you, Vikings and Dykings, for listening to this. Yeah, that's a wrap.
Hell yeah.
Bye.